All right, real quick rambling report. I'm going to try to make this under 20 minutes. NeNe Leakes is lobbying for Phaedra Parks to return to the Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi has threatened to quit if she does. Honestly, I want Phaedra to come back. I don't know if I want Phaedra to come back at the expense of Kandi, but when Phaedra's on the seasons, it don't be as boring. I've decided to give up language for the day. When Phaedra's on the seasons don't be as boring as they do when Phaedra's not on the seasons. Bring Phaedra back. She's interesting. I would much rather have Phaedra than Kenya, for certain. I would much rather have Phaedra than NeNe, absolutely. I don't know. I know Kandi doesn't bring a lot as far as interest to the show, but she also doesn't really take a lot away from the show. I feel like NeNe has started taking away from the show. Kenya, I never really, she never interested me. So I'm all for bringing Phaedra back. I don't know who that is, so I don't care. I don't know who that is. Ancestry.com. They got this new commercial where there's a for lack of better terms, a nigger gal. She's a slave woman and a master, a white man. And it's supposed to be this love story, and it's, oh no, sir, we cannot. And he like, well, yes, we can run up to the north and be free. And I'm just like, girl, I don't need none of this. And then it's like ancestry. That's how you wrap it up, just ancestry. Girl, it was so ugly. It was so ugly. It was so ugly for ancestry to try to reimagine history. I'm sure that in the history of slavery, somebody fell in love with their master. I'm sure. But they were still slaves. They were still held against their will. They really didn't have much of a choice but to fall in love with their master, because there wasn't a lot of options out there because they were slaves. Don't sell me no malarkey about... I'm not doing it. Remy Ma may or may not have punched Brittany Taylor in the eye. We'll find out more. These Samsung Galaxy Fold phones are breaking. Anybody got one? I was thinking about getting one, because I when flip phones went out of fashion and the little slide phones, it hurt me. I love to have a phone that I can, slide or flip. I love the action of click, flipping the phone, or sloop, whatever sloop is, sliding the phone. I don't know. Charlemagne is talking about Wendy Williams. Eva Marcel's abusive ex-boyfriend Kevin McCall has been arrested for domestic violence, which is on brand. Jason Momoa shaved off his beard for the first time in 7 years. For some reason, people are very upset by this. They must be new fans, because those of us who remember him from Baywatch, or remember him from, eras prior to him being this, Game of Thrones demigod, giant, big buff fellow, know what his face looked like. I saw people on Twitter like, I can't believe that's what he looks like under the beard. That's because y'all knew. Y'all are new. The boy has had a face. He had a face before he had a beard. He looks so much more grown with the beard, but I've seen him with and without, and he's just as handsome to me without the beard. It's an adjustment. It's like, okay, something's not on your face. Oh, it's the beard. Okay. But he's still handsome. He doesn't look, it's not like the beard was covering up his beauty, his ugliness, and making you think it was beauty. No, he's still very handsome to me without the beard. Woman allegedly had sex multiple times with both of her daughter's underage boyfriends. Predators. What is this running across the neighborhood? Child. Fox cancels Rel after just one season. Just Hilarious is auntie, if you still watching my channel, because she snapped on me when I told you guys about Just Hilarious, talking about the plane, the Sikh people on the plane with their head wraps. I said she was incorrect, and her auntie came down in my comments and tried to drag me because her niece was incorrect. Like, girl. So, auntie, if you're still watching this channel, I'm praying for your niece. I hope she, bounces back. I know the cancellation of a show is very aggravating. It's tedious. It gets on people's nerves. They have to regroup and figure out what to do next. So I hope that Just Hilarious figures out what to do next. I hope Lil Rel figures out what to do next, and I hope they bounce back better than ever. That don't mean that the girl went wrong for what she said about the homosexuals. That don't mean she was wrong. She wasn't wrong for what she said about the Sikh people and how she implied that the Muslim people also were a danger to her on the plane. It don't mean she wasn't wrong. Child, Auntie tried to come to me talking about Kevin Hart apologized and everybody, blah, blah, blah. Everybody took him back. But then Just Hilarious apologizes and don't nobody blah, blah, blah. And you just don't like women. And I'm like, I don't like Kevin Hart. What are you talking about? Nobody talking about Kevin Hart. You know why we don't talk about Kevin Hart? Because I don't like Kevin. Anyway, girl, moving on. Speaking of Kevin's, honey, Kevin Hunter has officially been let go from the Wendy Williams show. This saga, child, I'm so tired. I don't know what this is, but somebody done died, and may she rest. She's a British actress. I don't know her, but may she rest. She was 16. I hope she didn't hurt herself. A lot of NFL players in the news. Y'all gonna have to check that out. I don't care about sports, so I don't care about what they doing. They doing crime though. Crime. State's attorney Kim Foxx labeled Jussie Smollett a washed-up celeb who lied to cops in newly released text messages. There are 3 sagas, at least 3, that I am so sick of. Jussie Smollett, R. Kelly, and Wendy Williams. I'm sick of all of them. They have me drained. And Nipsey Hussle. Like, I understand that his death really did, shift a lot of the way people feel. Everybody upset, all of that. I understand. I also was upset. I wasn't expecting this man to die. But all of the things that have come forth since this man done died, Jesus. Ooh, all of it. Alabama man dies after accidentally shooting himself and his daughter while changing a diaper outside of Chuck E. Cheese. What's going on down at the Charles Entertainment Cheese that you changing the diaper and you done shot yourself and your daughter? How? Now I gotta click the article. How was you down at the Charles Entertainment Cheese changing the diaper outside and done shot you and her? Let me read. 22-year-old Timothy Roshan Smith Jr. was shot along with his daughter when a loaded gun went off inside a diaper bag. We're sad to report he died from his injuries Monday afternoon at UAB Hospital. What? The bullet hit him in the chest and the daughter in the leg. So the daughter's okay. She's going to live. But the daddy is dead. Why are you bringing a gun to Charles Entertainment Cheese? Why? What kind of activities does Charles have going on that you need a gun? Holder done adopted another baby. Congratulations. Shamari DeVoe has been demoted. Eva Marcel keeps her peach, and Kenya Moore is negotiating her return. I forgot to mention last week, because I was so disgusted by Nene and her behavior. When she told, what's her name, Tanya, you'll never get a peach from me. You're going to have to stick that peach so far up your vagina. She didn't say vagina. But you'll never get a peach from me. Nene, where'd she get a peach from to put it up there? Did you give her the peach to put up her private areas? Where'd the peach come from that she gonna have to stick up there? See, you were so busy trying to be disgusting that you didn't make sense. It was a gross statement, but it didn't make sense. It didn't. Moving along. Russell Wilson has become the highest paid athlete in the NFL with a $140 million deal. He and Ciara celebrate in bed. I have no idea what team he plays for. I don't know how many Super Bowls he done went to. Do he play on Sundays? I don't know. I don't know the man. Nipsey Hussle's family rejects all fundraising to help support his children, which is what I figured they would do. I just could not see. I couldn't possibly. I talked about it last week, so I'm not gonna go over it again. But it didn't make sense to me when I reported that Reggie Bush started this GoFundMe or whatever. That doesn't make sense. He don't need no money. The man had money. Whatever. Anyway. More Wendy Williams, girl. I don't care. Jussie Smollett was overheard on a heated phone call telling a friend he got off. Okay. He did get off. So and that's basically it. That's where it stops. I do want to say that Keely Williams and her sisters them be lying. I told y'all last week that Keely Williams and her sister, Keely Williams said that she was lying about the KFC incident or whatever. Keely be lying. She be lying. She and her sisters them be lying. And can somebody explain to me how her sister is her mama too? Because there's one sister, her name is spelled T-S-E. I've heard it pronounced T. I would have pronounced it say. Put a little accent over the E. Say. But I've heard her reported as this girl's sister. I've also heard her reported as this girl mama. Who is she? Who is she? Anyway, it don't matter. 3LW, really flopped after they kicked Naturi out. They went on, regrouped, became the Cheetah Girls. But the only ones relevant today are Adrienne and Naturi. The only ones working regularly are Adrienne and Naturi. Anyway, girl, I'm finna go in the house, give me a little. I think I'm gonna make some French toast. I've been in a French toast mood. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna call y'all later for something. Peace.